Everybody, hello everybody, how are you? How are you doing? Let's do a headline speed round. In this video, in the headline speed round videos, I just go through the headlines real quick, see if there's anything interesting. That's all it is. That's all it is. We're just going to look at headlines. Should be 3 or 4 minutes. What will Apple do about the iPhone X disappointment? People are saying it wasn't as good as it should have been. Bill Cosby is shedding tens of millions in LA real estate. Time to buy, folks. Girls are... That's just too gross. Oh, man. Another teacher dating a teen. Man, I told you. I said this in a video last week. Every week, there's a new teacher busted for dating or dating. You know, that's what they say. Oh, we were dating, but of course, it's child molestation or and child engagement or whatever. I don't know the what they call it, but it's once a week. The teacher. How can there be so many? How can you be that dumb? I don't know. Because a lot of times the teacher is like 27, and so they have to know better. I mean, I don't know. I'm just amazed that just keeps happening. Man dies after crash in home-built Honda Civic-based cart he named a death cart. A 23-year-old Emirates flight attendant who's been to 74 countries is becoming an Instagram star. All right. The speed cameras keep an eye on Medford drivers. If you're in Medford, look out. Top psychiatrists gathered to warn that Donald Trump represents a danger to public health. Police. Multiple drivers failed to stop and render aid after hitting pedestrian. Sounds like something that would happen in LA, but it looks like it's another state. Some truckers say new regulation will worsen driver shortage. God, if you need a job, the trucking industry is looking for truckers. I mean, they need like 100,000 truckers. I just made that up, but it's a lot. And also nursing. If you want to be a nurse. I met this lady who's taking a 10-month course to become an LPN. That's a limited practice nurse. You can tell I don't know what I'm talking about. Then the other nursing level title is registered nurse RN, in which case you have to go to a 4-year degree. But if you want to be an LPN, you can get a job probably. 10 months. Well, don't go by me on that. That's what she's going full time, 7-8. Let's see, like 9A to 3P every day, 5 days a week. Then you have to study outside of class, and but she said it would take her 10 months. I think is what she told me. So there you go. That's why when people say, "Oh, there's no jobs," what are you talking about? Let's see. Golly, that is just a sad story. It's too sad to say that one. That's another sad one. That's another sad one. All right, let's just do a couple more because this is a bad morning for. Jeez. Not very much going on. These 5 healthy habits could help you live a decade longer. Kellyanne Conway rips faux outrage over Michelle Wolf. Michelle Wolf, the comedian at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Samantha Bee responds to Michelle Wolf's White House Correspondents' Dinner and explains how to tell a non-offensive joke. People were laughing. Juan Williams explains what conservatives don't get about Michelle Wolf's hilarious White House court. I mean, for me, parts of it were a little much for me. But the thing is, they know what they're getting. When you book a comedian, you book a certain type of comedian that you want. Some places just want a completely clean comedian. If they wanted that, that's what they would book, right? They booked Michelle. They know Michelle Wolf. They've seen her stand up. But they say the same thing they're saying about Michelle Wolf. They said about Stephen Colbert and what was it, 2000 and whatever it was when he was there. You know, you're gonna get some jokes that are offensive. But if you don't want that, you don't book a comedian that will potentially tell those jokes. I hope I explained that properly. For me, parts are a little much, but I love her, man. I love her. I love her stand-up. She's smart and cute. All right. Elon Musk says, don't worry about Tesla's burn rate, meaning, well, let's not get into that. Michelle Wolf committed a grave comedy error at the correspondence dinner. She told the truth. You can tell the truth. So, a couple of the jokes to me were just too raw. But my comedy is kind of mild. Dennis Miller attacking Michelle Wolf. Come on, dude. What the hell? Comedians attacking comedians. Bill Cosby juror. Comedians talk of Quaaludes led to conviction. Again, Michelle Wolf. Jeez. And say what you want about Michelle Wolf. She's in the news, man. God, it's been days when she's still in the news. That's almost unheard of in internet time. She's getting her own show, or has her own show on Netflix. Is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix. Tesla versus Nikola. When I read the word Nikola, I think of Ricola. You know, Ricola, that product. That was the commercial. All right, Elon Musk company sued for $2 billion over patents. Oof. Tesla will need to raise $5 billion and still may not survive. Dang. Endorse this. Chris Wallace stuns panel, says Trump may have colluded with Putin. What is new? What is new about that accusation? They've been saying that for months now. I don't see why it's a headline. Why Camille Cosby deserves a whole lot of side eye. It's opinion column on BET.com. Why do you see special operators taping their grenades? Destruction of taxi industry by Uber and Lyft affects Trump lawyer Michael Cohen. What? Despite predictions that business travelers would never travel in a privately owned car to their destinations, ride-sharing is systematically decimating the rental car and especially the taxi industries, according to Certify Q1 2108. According to the Certify Q1 2018 Spend Smart report, which analyzed over 1 million businesses' receipts and expenses for the first quarter of 2018, ride-sharing now accounts for more than 70% of ground market transportation for business travelers. I think that's pretty well known. What's interesting about that study, I read that report, and the number one brand name on expense reports turned in by business people is Uber. The second brand name found in terms of number of mentions is, or number of times that it appears, is Starbucks. I guess not that earth-shattering, but interesting. Truck drivers in high demand in Youngstown area. They're in high demand everywhere. Drive a truck. Go drive a truck, man, if you need a job. Or be a nurse. You know what you should do? If you really want to cover your bases, be a nurse that drives a truck. Photos reveal what it's like to shop at Walmart in China, which is shockingly different from the U.S. You mean they don't have people walking around with half down around their ankles, half down around or their pants pulled down? Fox News Sean Hannity pushed back. At $9,000, could this 1994 Jeep Wrangler diesel pickup have you saying, "Take my money"? Let's see, the 15 cities where you can retire for less than $1,000 per month. You know where a lot of people are retiring is Mexico, Costa Rica, Mexico. I thought like the medical care, like in Mexico, would not be that good. Not that I'm thinking about retiring to Mexico, but I read that it's actually pretty good. In Mexico, you can go to, they have a government medical care, and a doctor can work for the government, but then also have a private practice. So it's not unusual. People can go in the morning. Let's say you go to a government appointment or government medical care, that they'll cover many things, kind of like Canada. Let's say it's like Canada. I don't know, but just use that. Let's go with that. So you go to the doctor in the morning, let's say at 10 o'clock, and the doctor says, well, we can do this and that and this, and Mexico will take care of it. But if you want extra care, or if that's not enough, you need extra care, you must have it, then you can go to a private doctor, and it can be the same doctor. So the doctor can say to you, hey, listen, come to me at my office this afternoon. Now that would never happen. Wouldn't be the same day, but theoretically, and I'll take care of you under my private practice, and they bill you separately. Sort of like a parallel medical care systems. Tinder's parent company hits Facebook below the belt and calls its new dating product great for U.S.-Russia relationships. What? At Facebook's annual developer conference, F8, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, this is BusinessInsider.com, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg announced that Facebook will soon offer features to help people date each other through the network. The news of Facebook getting into dating drew immediate reactions from the key players in the market. Come on in, said Match Group's Joey Levin. They own a few apps like Tinder. The waters are warm. Their product could be great for U.S.-Russia relationships. Oh my God. Oh, here's another shot. CEO of Match Group. The CEO of Match Group said, the first quote was from Joey Levin, chief executive at Match Group's parent company, IAC. This quote is from Mandy Ginsberg, CEO of Match Group, which I said owns Tinder, also Plenty of Fish, and Match.com. She said in a statement that she was, quote, surprised at the timing given the amount of personal and sensitive data that comes with this territory. And we understand this category better than anyone. Facebook's entry will only be invigorating to all of us. Bumble, which is kind of like Tinder except for women choose. Women have more control, which is good. Bumble, which has clashed with Match Group in the past, said the company was thrilled when we saw today's news. Quote, our executive team has already reached out to Facebook. Perhaps Bumble and Facebook can join forces. That's from... It doesn't say who that is. It just says a statement from Bumble. So I don't know who that quote's from. Probably a company spokesperson. I don't know. All right. That's enough for now. Hey, I hope you have a good day. It's Wednesday, May 2nd. It's 58 degrees right now in Los Angeles. It's 7:30 in the morning. Let's check. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now, man. I'll tell you what's going on. Okay. The maximum temperature today is going to be 65 degrees. Oh man. Minimum, the low of 53. What about rain? Just going to be partly cloudy. So by Friday though, high of 88. Saturday 89, Sunday 86, Monday 85. We're getting into spring weather. I hope you have a good day.